and they all lived happily ever after.
Yay!
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire. It calls to us, and when we're brave enough to listen and bold enough to pursue, that dream will lead us on a journey to discover who we're meant to be. All we have to do is look inside our hearts and unlock the magic within.
Ready to begin, let the wonder take hold.
Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark a dream that we're meant to follow. Setting out for a new tomorrow.
Look inside yourself. Then what you have become. Remember who you are.
Just witnessed Happily Ever After.
Yes.
And my first impression is it's incredible. I think it's the best fireworks show I've ever seen.
Goosebumps.
I was blown away by the projections, the fireworks,
Lasers.
I think it is the best fireworks show that I've seen at Walt Disney World. It's not my favorite fireworks show I've ever seen at a Disney park, but it is finally, Wishes always was beautiful, but this feels like, this is going to run during the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
And this feels like a show that is worthy of being here while we're celebrating the 50th anniversary. I know that's still 5 years off. But.
I think there's a charm to Wishes. This is like a grand display.
This for me was like the next evolution of what a fireworks or a nighttime spectacular show can be. Like, I know we saw it with the Star Wars fireworks at Hollywood Studios. They did a lot of projection stuff, but it was just like they were showing parts of the movie. This is like this is like how Disneyland Forever does the projection mapping on the streets and the buildings dance and do all this stuff. This is like that. I mean,
yeah, this is at a different level though.
Yeah.
So like, if you, let's say you want that prime hub spot in front of the partner statue, which is great for seeing the castle, but sometimes you miss the fireworks. Because of the projection aspect of this, if you don't really care that much about the fireworks, you're going to see a good amount of them, but you are going to have prime viewing for the fantastic projections. If you stand further back, you can't see the projections as well, but they did not scale back on the fireworks a little bit. They definitely went
that's what I was
way
gonna say.
more than they had with Wishes.
Yeah, I think anyone that was worried that they were going to skimp out on the budget, and a lot of people, the concern was that they were going to say, oh, well, here's a way to save money. We'll do a new show with more projections. That's not the case. It's the projections, the lasers, and everything, plus, like, I think
there were more fireworks.
Yeah, I think
I
there
got
were
the
more.
vibe there was more. The show's longer, and there are a lot of fire. Like, to the point where I was like, I don't know where this ends, because it all feels like a big finale.
Yeah.
There was a couple of times that happened.
The only problem I have, and I mean, we talk about it on Disc Pop other stuff, I am a fan of classic Disney movies. I felt like classic Disney was
I will agree.
undershown. in
Yeah,
this.
at one point I was like, oh, this is like a castle show for the next generation.
Yeah.
Because it was essentially only movies from like Little Mermaid forward.
Yeah, but
Well,
they
there was
did,
a little bit of the Jungle Book, no?
Yeah, there was a little Jungle Book, and there was bits and pieces here and there, but
It was Disney Renaissance and beyond, for the most part.
Yeah, like when
There was a lot of Hunchback.
yeah, there was a lot of Hunchback. There was a bunch of Mulan sightings in there.
Hercules,
There was
soft
Hercules.
music,
Yeah, no, it was. The only thing I didn't notice. Did you see any Home on the Range?
I know
Any-
he likes Roseanne to be
any
included
Treasure
in as many
Planet?
Disney things.
Atlantis? No, those were all missing?
yeah.
No.
No Zootopia. I was bummed out because there was Moana,
There was Utopia. It was a small little reference of the donut was rolling.
oh,
There
man,
just
I
wasn't
missed
like
it.
try everything blasting,
I-
which I
that's
am
the-
fine with.
Oh, no. Well, so I will give another prop too. When they got to the Frozen part, they didn't use Let It Go. So this is the first time in forever that I feel like they were showcasing Frozen, but it wasn't like, oh God, the
They
same
used
song.
Love as an opening.
They did use love as an open door. I just didn't
But
care.
it wasn't that, like, for the last couple of years, it feels like Frozen's been thrown in our face a little bit too much. They kind of.
It was like there for seconds and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a tasteful amount.
Do you have a favorite part you can think of really quick before we wrap up?
My favorite part is there's some fireworks throughout that actually are the shape of, like, so Moana has fireworks that go up that are in spirals, and for Merida there's like a target firework, and there's a couple other like shaped fireworks for their characters, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I have like one standout highlight section of this show yet. That's going to come with multiple viewings.
Yeah.
To me, there was no standout moment in this one, like with Wishes. It was the Blue Fairy. As great as that show was, like, that was the absolute pinnacle moment of that show.
Yeah.
There's not that in this one, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, I guess repeat viewings are going to show me like what the best parts were, but it's all fantastic.
I can't wait to see it again too, and I normally don't make the trip out. You know, it's such a hassle to get out to Magic Kingdom, especially. So like, you know, that was always like, I love Wishes, but I'm okay kind of watching Wishes somewhere else. You know, I've seen it in the Castle. No, this is one that I'm like, you're coming here, you've got to see this. It's up there. I don't know if I like it better than Fantasmic, but I do like it a lot. My standout part is the genie. I was almost I almost got a little emotional because I feel like it was like a little bit, it was there for Robin Williams, because it was definitely Robin Williams' voice, Genie. It wasn't the fake Genie voice that they had in Wishes. And it was like, and if I'm incorrect about that, I'm sorry. I've always thought it was the Genie who did the voice in the show and whatever, but this one was like him from the movie, and it felt like that part went on for a while too, and the fireworks were really cool during that part, but that's just me. I love the whole thing.
I agree. I will say one thing that I'll be interested to see after watching this a couple times is that the projections and the lasers and all that was so cool that I'm wondering if places like seeing at the Polynesian will still be the same.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I thought about my highlight. Okay. So right in the end of the show, they have this new like firefly effect in the trees that is, you know, it doesn't really have anything to do with the show, but it is just so beautiful. It's like one of the best parts of Disneyland Forever was during the Kiss Goodnight song, how they still had the lasers up, and they are doing the exact same thing with Happily Ever After. Almost just watch the show for the first time, and then as soon as the show ends, take out your camera and get the pictures with all the lights on.
Yeah, that was cool.
Pretty.
That was cool. I do feel like I want to acknowledge when the villains take over and they crash through the wall, and like it was like they were fighting at angles. So it was like Maleficent shot the fire down toward Philip, and there was like a laser that shot out, and then there was like a firework that went off on the bridge or something like that. So
cool.
That was really cool too. But we'll let you go now. We've got to go process this and get those videos up so you guys can watch it on our other YouTube channel at youtube.com/WDW Info. I let Craig do it. He did the video. So check that out. You know, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of the show, and we'll see you later.
Share it with your friends.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah.